For ACUsports.com, I'm Grant Boone with head men's basketball coach Joe Golding. His team wins 88-83 over a 5-1 Bowling Green team. Coach, we said it before the game, from the MAC. That's a rugged basketball conference with a great tradition. And this was a really entertaining game and a great weekend, wasn't it, for your team?
Yeah, first of all, we have the utmost respect for Bowling Green and obviously their coaching staff and their players. I think they're very well coached. They do a terrific job, and I was proud of our guys. That was a tough game for us to come and win, and a little bit similar to the Campbell game. You know, we built a lead. They came back, threw some punches, which you know a good team's going to do, and it was kind of back and forth there for a while. But the last 4 minutes, we were able to get some stops, get some big rebounds, and make some free throws down the stretch. So a little bit different feeling tonight than last night, you know, and that's college athletics. That's where our program is. We're right there, you know, like you and I have talked, on the verge, and we got to break through, and hopefully these 2 wins right here will kind of get us going in the right direction. 2 good wins down here. I thought all 3 teams down here were terrific, and I don't know about you, but I thought Campbell did an excellent job in running this tournament. Man, just a first-class thing.
Without question. You got a lot of contributions all weekend. Let's go back to what you told me before the very first game against Campbell on Friday. You said 3-day tournament. You got basically, 120 minutes of basketball crammed into about 48 hours. You needed contributions from a lot of guys, and didn't you get it all weekend?
Yeah, I thought we did, up and down, you know, and you look today was an example, you know, with a lot of different people. We started trade to kind of give us a little bit more size against one of their stronger guards, and you know, we were able to play BJ there late and hit some big free throws to Jelani, to Hal, to Colton, to Drake, to Tripp. I could go down. You know, Farquhar hit some huge shots and played really well. So the key to this thing was, you know, to create some more depth when you play in these tournaments, get guys some minutes, and you know, really try to bond when you get away from home for 3 or 4 days. Really try to bond as a team and get better. And I think we're going to be better tonight on that plane ride back than we were when we left Moody on Wednesday or Thursday, whenever it was that we left. So that's the goal and the objective of these tournaments. We challenged our guys today. We said, hey, we're 1-1. Bowling Green's 2-0. But if we beat Bowling Green, we're both 2-1, and we beat Bowling Green, we win the championship. And so we kind of challenged them and motivated them, and I thought they responded really well.
And just the swings in emotion. I mean, you had big leads, you had big deficit all weekend, you kept pushing each way. And I thought to come back and from a game, what time did you get back to the hotel? 8 o'clock or something last night? Now you have a 1 o'clock tip-off today. After a game where you really weren't very happy with the defensive performance, to come right back, this team may have grown a little bit this week.
You know, we don't make excuses in our program. We try to trust the process and just get better every day. And we didn't have as much rest as them, but that's no excuse. You got to show up and you got to play. And USC Upstate didn't have as much rest as us yesterday. That's, you know, right. And so these guys are young. They want to play basketball. They'd rather do this than listen to me for 2.5 hours in a practice. So, you know, I'm really proud of the guys, the way they bounced back, you know, and it's I think we grew a lot as a team. We're still figuring our team out. There's some things we still have to figure out, but we got a lot of tape now. We got 120 minutes, like you said, of tape in back-to-back games, and so we'll be busy over the next day or two clipping a lot of this tape, and we'll get better in the film room, and then we'll have some we've got a week off until Shriner, so it's a great week for us to go correct some things and continue to get better.
You came to Bowie's Creek, North Carolina. You hadn't played any of these teams before. You had no wins against Division I opponents when you got here. You only played 2 games, to be fair. Now you have 2 wins against Division I opponents, and you told me after the Lipscomb game, you said, I'm not really worried about free throws. You hit a ton of 1-and-1 free throws with games hanging in the balance to win this weekend. So you were right on that front, but a lot of guys making plays with I mean, these are losses waiting to happen if you don't go make plays, and a bunch of different guys made plays. I can't imagine you don't leave here with a completely different confidence.
Well, you know, I'm excited, but I thought all along we're going to be a good shooting team, and you know, we're going to be a better free throw shooting team. That stuff's contagious too. When you start making some free throws, it gets contagious, and other guys step up and hit it. We've worked hard on it behind the scenes, and our guys have stepped up, and you know, they made some big free throws when they had to. You know, and we're going to win a lot of games this year. This good team. We're still young. We're still learning about our team. You know, when you have young players develop, young players get better, and so we've got a lot of players in our program that have developed and got better, and we're still learning how to play. You know, there were different last year. Jaron Lewis is a different player this year than he was last year. Jelani's a different player. Hayden Howell's a different player. Farquhar, Drake, Tripp. You can go down the line. These guys have all improved and gotten better in our program, and so we're still figuring out our team. But I thought our offense was much better this weekend than it has been earlier. You know, I thought our defense was good at times. We got to still be more consistent for 40 minutes and still figure some things out. And maybe we got to keep guys fresher and again figuring out some rotations. But really proud of the guys. They're a fun group to coach. You and I talked about on the radio before the show. It's going to be a fun 2 or 3 years with this group. You know, there's going to be a lot of memories made, I think, with this group.
A lot of memories made this weekend here in Bowie's Creek, North Carolina. ACU averages 84 points in 3 games. They take 2 out of 3, including the win over Bowling Green on Sunday, a week off, and then next game home against Schreiner University Saturday at 4 o'clock.